Welcome to the very first episode of The Adventures of the Great Banana. Yeah, you've got channels that tell you about traveling on the cheap, about stupid cat videos or something like that. But on this channel, you are going to see firsthand what it's like for an idiot like me to have convinced his wife and family and kids to go off an adventure. Well, actually, it's just my wife. My kids are done school. They're one's in university last couple of years on co-op. The other one's got a job. Anyways, I dragged my wife onto this adventure where I bought a boat, a Bally 4.2, beautiful catamaran, and I get seasick. I have absolutely zero experience in sailing. And the reason why I didn't go and test a boat for a week and things like that is because I didn't really want to have any excuses to not go on this adventure. And I don't think that whatever I learned in that week would actually stop me from doing something like this anyways. But you're gonna see it all. So if I crash and burn, you'll see that. If we end up having a good time, you'll see that. So we're just on our way to the beach. For this first episode, I'll cover our trip from Toronto to Rome and from Rome to Capo d'Orlando. But spoiler alert, we made it. But I'll have a lot more to say in the upcoming episodes. So I hope you enjoy and follow along in the adventure, like and subscribe and all that other stuff. But well, let's get right into it. Retirement, the final chapter. These are the adventures of the Great Banana. Its one-year mission: to explore strange new foods, to seek out new pastas, and new ways to screw things up. To boldly go where no banana has gone before. So this is what my life was like just 2 weeks before. And let me be the first to tell you that I am fully aware of what I am leaving behind. Things were good, very convenient, and we had a routine. I guess what makes me feel a little bit more comfortable is that if this experiment is one big fail, this will all be here when we get back. Anyways, long story short, we sold our home of 22 years and started to prepare for an early retirement. Like most, I became content in the rat race of living in a first world country and found myself always rushing to do absolutely nothing. Chaos and always wanting what I didn't have seemed to consume most of my waking hours. But all of this changed after I had a massive heart attack at the age of 51 just a few years ago. I remember there was a moment when I was being wheeled into the operating room where I thought that if I were to die now, I'm content. I have a wonderful family, and I've been very fortunate in every way. But during my recovery, I realized that I still have a few more good years left, and that I would try to be different, try something different, maybe a more adventurous lifestyle. And fortunately, my wife is being a good sport. She seemed a bit burnt out as well. So after watching hours and hours of young, good-looking YouTubers make it look easy sailing into the sunset, we decided we should try the same. So that was it. Almost 2 years of planning. Sold the house, moved into a townhouse, cleaned up some loose ends, and we are now ready to embark on our one-year adventure sailing around the Mediterranean. First hurdle, get Misty to Rome. So we made it to Rome. Misty was great. She was good all the way. And even when we went through customs at Rome, there was no issues with her papers or anything. So the first leg of our trip was to get from Rome to Capo d'Orlando. And that involved going into 3 different cities. We took 3 days to do it. Went through Rome, stayed at a place an hour away. The next place was in Paula. And then after that in Villa San Giovanni, which was amazing. There actually all the places were really good, except for maybe the second place, a little bit more rustic. I didn't bother showing you any photos of it. It wasn't anything special. But for the most part, we've really enjoyed our trip down from Rome to Sicily. The food's been amazing. Wine is cheaper than water. The people have been so friendly. And overall, really pleased that it's gone this smoothly. After a 30-minute ferry ride and a short drive, we arrived into Capo d'Orlando at the northeastern part of Sicily. Our boat ended up being 4 days late, but we were in a great part of town, and we had some time to relax as our anticipation built to see our new home on the water. In the few days we've been here, we have already learned that for the majority of drivers, the 130 km/h speed limit is just a suggestion, and you can park in any direction on either side of the street. Food is a bit cheaper in the grocery stores than in Canada, and for restaurants, it is not normal to leave a tip, but we always leave something small. The local wine is cheap and very good. Eating by the water is always more expensive because of a coperto charge, which is like a table charge. The pasta is always cooked perfectly, al dente, and they've perfected coffee and desserts. In the next episode, we will introduce you to Elysium and the unexpected turn of events that would delay us for over 2 weeks.